The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Sooners will put total leather and will get started. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To the ground with the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29. The offense set for a first down play. Moore to the air. Makes the grab, it's Johnson. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking downfield on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They get him down with this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Oregon! Great job by the back on the option. You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Autzen Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll try the left side. Turning it on. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
first down. He unleashes a long one. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
After watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. But he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Moore will throw. Going for it all. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Underheat, and he gets rid of it. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. They'll line up for a second down play. They send the tight end in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Looking for a deep man. Pulls it in down the sideline. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. There he goes. Smashes through the tackle. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Wide receiver going in motion. From the red zone, looking for a space. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Got it behind the line. It's Washington. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Makes the catch. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
And the defense was all over it. They know third down, the quarterback can be a viable threat in the run game. Played physical, played close to the line of scrimmage, made the big stop.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. For the first play of the drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Floating away. Trying to find his man in the middle. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Sooners want to move quickly. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. They go to the ground. He has the first and still on his feet. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Moore to the air. Zings it complete to the right. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready, because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
And the Ducks come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Moore will throw. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. They're in the red zone. First and 10 from the 20. They'll move the tight end. Run in the red zone. It's Davison. Running behind those pads. He gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Right on the money. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Lawson. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. For 6. And the pass is incomplete on fourth down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Bennett.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Back to pass on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Beebe. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Motion from the wideout. They just keep firing. He tries to take the top off. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Now on the option. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. Wide receiver going in motion. More to the air. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And that now, this guy's 2nd sack of the game. We were talking to him leading up into this one. He said, you know, nobody respects my speed and nobody respects my athleticism. I don't think anybody thinks we can stop this guy, but I'm going to prove everyone wrong. And he has shown up today ready to wreck this game. He is having an outstanding day right now on defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the catch. It's Lawson. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Their own this drive from their own 2. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. Grabbed in the middle. It's Pringle. Gets it down to the 13-yard line as they try to score before the half. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. First and 10 from their own 13. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. When he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
They'll send the back in motion. Moore will throw. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on second down. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. To work up top. Finds his man. It's Beebe.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Moore to the air. He's got him. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
And the Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. Flying out to the left. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon!
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
The give out of the gun. Across the 45. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Pringle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Red pass, it's complete. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And the Sooners are flying down the field. To the air on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Slips through the line. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points.
Gonna take a shot. Snags it down the right side. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. There have been a lot of great quarterbacks to wear the crimson and cream, and he is fitting right in.
That boy good. I mean, what can't he do? Just spinning the ball down the field, making big plays. The space in the offense, the speed in the offense. Always big-time explosive plays with the Sooners.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Sooners in the hurry-up. Defense showing blitz here. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Takes it the other way. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
On the move at the 30. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Trying to get the edge on the right. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Moore will throw. Got a man, it's Moore. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Makes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, not down in distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him. So a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Washington.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
That's caught. It's Moore. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now...
Breaks into the open. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting him out flanked with the Wildcat. You want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Motion from the back. They'll run the toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win.
Looking for the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late.
Touchdown, Ducks! And the route is on. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown it.
He's looking deep. He's got it. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going. for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Powers through the defender.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
From the gun, running back on the move. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Man, it's kind of crazy. That's only the 2nd time we've called his number, called his name, like his 2nd catch of the day. We're used to this guy really impacting a football game, and this offense has to do a better job finding him, featuring him, giving him chances to make plays.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. It's complete to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. A small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
And on 3rd down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the 1st down, a new set of downs for this offense.
The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
And the Ducks have their offense in high gear. They'll run the option. Turning it on. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now, with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch man, he's shown a variety. In this defense, they're having to defend the whole entire field.
Across the 25, he's got room. Turns it on down the left side. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Set to kick off.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win in David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And the Sooners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Turns on the Jets. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Number 87, set to kick this one away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the run, it's Davison. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the 4th quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. There he goes! And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
They'll give it to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Pringle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account. And it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
The Sooners looking to convert on fourth down. They'll run for it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee.